Hey everybody, it's good to see you all again. This segment is just to kind of let you guys know what is going on in this episode. So, in this episode, there is a situation. Towards the end, or anywhere in this episode, there is a blank. That means there's no sound coming in the episode, and you might think that is your fault. That is my fault. You can blame me, say it was my fault, because that is an editing problem, and that's because of recording and the recording platform that I use. If that happens to be in the episode, if that's in it, what you need to do is to just disregard it. Don't worry about it. Consider it like an ad break. Consider it like a break. Consider it like we're taking a 5 minute break. Consider it like that. So, no freaking out. No need to worry. Make sure you guys enjoy the episode, enjoy what's in it, and y'all have a good one. And enjoy this one. Really enjoy it and have fun. And please disregard the blanks in there, consider them breaks. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and thank you guys for understanding and for your cooperation. Yes, hi, and hello, everybody from around the world. I'm back. This is Kingdom, and yes, if you're asking, wondering if he actually has one, he actually does have one. It's ironic, actually. He's a musician. He actually has a whole kingdom. Get it? It's funny.
Sadly, no. I don't have a kingdom.
Well, you do. You have that community server that counts as a kingdom.
I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, it's pretty nice. We have a lot of interesting people there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But all in all, welcome. I'm so excited to have you again. I'm sorry for being late. There was another person that actually wanted to do it right now, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do both.
No, for sure. It's a pleasure to be on here and talk to you guys and get to know you as well.
Wonderful, and it's been wonderful getting to get able to listen to what you have to offer, especially with the fact of discovering that you have your own server. Am I correct? Your own Discord server community.
Yeah.
Like that was like that's impressive. I'm pretty active in a lot of them. So it's wonderful that somebody like me, like a musician, has like how did that whole community start anyway?
Okay, so it started out like I met a lot of my friends during quarantine, and so while that whole thing was going down, like while I was improving as an artist, I ended up making this group of friends in a group chat, and eventually we kind of settled down on making a server, and so eventually we just started up and then started inviting people, and as the server evolved, so did more people started coming in and whatnot. And so we were like, okay, so before all that happened, like just getting on the basics of it, we're like, okay, what are we going to call it? Like, well, we're not really that professional, so we're just going to call it Crackhead Fam or something.
Oh, damn, you guys actually called it that?
Yeah, no, it's actually called Crackhead Fam. We were thinking of so many other names. Like we had a few, but we just settled on Crackhead Fam. And essentially, I'm not the main owner. Like basically a bunch of us are, but I'm just like one of the admins upon like all like the actual like OG crackheads, which are a bunch of our buddies from the group chat.
Oh, wonderful. That's very creative. I like the name. I like it.
Yeah, and we got a few pretty like I guess exposed artists on there. We got Echo Sunworks, and he sells a lot of like sample packs, and he actually I used to buy them, and he was like inspired. He inspired me to pick up guitar again and whatnot. And then we have an artist named Airmo, and he does a lot of like remix competitions on Skio, and he's just like a really awesome person to just talk to, and just to have all these people in our community. And on for like many other upcoming artists is really like a pleasure just to see all their talents. And not just that, but we're also like a gaming community. We're very heavily involved in gaming and whatnot.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I respect what you're doing. That's actually exactly sort of what I'm doing, actually. So it's like mirroring what I'm doing.
Right, yeah. No, yeah, I could definitely see that. Like, I like the way your server's set up. You know, it's really nice in here. I can already tell that there's a lot of welcoming messages here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And your server's amazing. I need to get an invite actually. Is your whole server like all music or anyone? Is it like the main theme music or is it like whatever?
I think it's just whatever, you know. Like, I mean, there are a lot of music producers on there because of, like, I know them and we talk about a lot of music stuff. But other topics get like brought up, and we talk about a lot of subjects, and it's just a very interesting server where you're welcome to talk about anything, and you can be just you. You don't have to, you know. So everything's welcome in that server. You shouldn't have to feel divided in this server. It's really nice, and I'm glad to have people in that server and whatnot.
Nice, nice. Give me an invite. I would love to get them, and I would like to actually get them here. Actually, it seems like they would be nice people to have here.
Sure thing. Yeah, no, I can definitely drop a link whenever I decide to make an announcements, and I'll let them know.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it that same link in your bio, by the way? Is that the same
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
Oh, oh, never mind. You just go into your bio.
yeah. My bio is a little boring. It's just the server. I'm planning on adding more information so that people actually know more about me. Because
That's pretty cool.
every time I mention that I'm a 16-year-old producer, everyone's like, "What?"
Well, you're
Yeah,
actually 16.
yeah. I'm 16 years old. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were 21 or
yeah.
22.
I get that a lot. Yeah, but yeah, no. 16. Been producing for 3 to 4 years now. I took it seriously probably on my second year producing, and then I ended up switching over to a DAW named Ableton. Uh, and yeah, it's been really nice so far. Like, I've got a lot of comments on my music, and it's been a really really long journey already just from these 4 years, and I've learned so much.
Oh, wonderful. I can imagine. And wow, you just sound professional. I thought you were like an adult. You just sound professional.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course you got everything. You got everything handled all right. And a nice applause for that. That's really impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we gotta show each other support, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's really nice to support people and have a very welcoming, community and whatnot. I'm very glad, like, what you're doing is very, very great for, us smaller artists, and not only gives us an opportunity, but we can even just, introduce each other to, not only other people, but like a large community, right? So both our communities can kind of, like, welcome each other, right? And hopefully,
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I have to offer that because the real world doesn't give a shit about us, so we have to have these places like this so we can feel closure.
for sure, yeah, no, and that's why I like Discord too. Is you meet a lot of people on there, and in the real world, you have so many people that aren't really on your subject. You have to find the right people. And so when I talk about music, a lot of people are like, "What are you talking about?" But I can come in here and talk to so many people in a room, and I can show them what I do, and they're like really intrigued and invested. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's what I kind of also feel bad about the real world is that you have to go and physically go and find people that go to the beat of your drum. Well, on
Right. Yeah.
Discord's like at your fingers. It's like you literally just click join and you find hundreds of people like yourself.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what I love. What that I really appreciate. Like, I don't really thank the pandemic for this, but I really like enjoyed the time that was spent in it, trying to, like, how I was able to develop a lot of, friendships over the pandemic, and just through social media. So as harsh as times were in the pandemic, it was I really appreciate having to meet really amazing people over that pandemic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do think it though. I mean, you're
Yeah.
right though. It was kind of difficult, but it was really wonderful actually to get to meet so many. people like me, you know.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, because I don't know if you're in the U.S., but I'm from Texas, and you know, here there's not a lot of musicians. At least where I live, there's not a lot of them. So I feel nice wherever I get to go on Discord, Instagram, or you know, even you know, just texting, you know, away. You know, I get to have
Yeah.
people that really relate to me.
Yeah, that's what's awesome is you can meet people you can just text away to, even like, like, I'm pretty social on Discord as well, so like, I'm pretty open, and I give out lots of production tips and feedback, and I try my best. Sometimes I don't, but yeah, I try my best. But also, yeah, like I live in a really small town in Ontario, Canada, and there aren't a lot of people here who do a lot of music, at least that I know of, in part of the area that I live in. And I got mentored by a friend that literally lives right down the street that I can go to, right? And he mentored me for that 2 years, and I'm still learning off him today. And he's a really amazing producer and all. And that's the only person I know who really does make EDM music that I'm involved with and that I enjoy and love.
And that also explains your tone. I'm starting to like Canada. I'm starting to like it. I actually work with a duo actually from Canada, and they're amazing.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's I know I talk to many. I don't know if you feel this way. I talk to a lot of people from America. I'm like, I want to come to Canada. I'm like, I want to go to America. So it's like two different sides. Where like I want to
Oh
be
yeah.
there and meet people there, and they want to come here and meet people here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do want to go there. Honestly, I do. And I also want to see my friends that I have there in real life. I actually have not
Sure, yeah.
seen their real faces before, so that's like on my bucket list. Literally, it's on my bucket list.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure. It's definitely That's definitely one of the things of having people like through a screen, like friends through a screen, is it's really like it's you can't really tell what they look like, and how they react, and like it feels so much better to meet a person in real life because you can feel their energy, they're just there. And so it would be awkward for me, but I like to make things awkward in real life. But I mean, I can if it snaps well, then I'm pretty pretty you know can talk a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I like this actually. I do like this. My friends are very similar. You actually have very similar things to them. You're very. I see a lot of similarities. You guys can almost be like siblings almost.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, like meeting people online is that was such an amazing feeling, and without feeling alone in the pandemic, because like I couldn't even go outside and see my friends because not a lot of their parents were like, hey, well, it was just the whole social distancing thing, and it was just I couldn't really see a lot of my friends. I can only see my really really good friend JJ, but anybody else, their parents weren't really um they weren't really like, I guess they would say, fond of hanging out with somebody and being in close contact with them, right? Just in case, but I respect that.
Absolutely. Same here. Same here. And speaking of respect, I I looked on Instagram earlier and I looked at something very intriguing. You have something new coming with Cayenne Night, which actually I know Cayenne, and I also have heard Undie music. What do you have planned with them? I saw it on Instagram, and I saw like, what do you have planned with them? Is something new coming? Tell us the deets. I want to know.
So I guess I'd call that a leak. Like, of course, we intentionally wanted to put it out beforehand, but I guess people get an early preview, and so the Cyan Knights and Undie collab was originally we just did a revamp on it. So everything that you heard in leaks or trailers or that I did, um, it's not going to sound the same like that, aside from the vocals, but the drop not going to sound the same. Like the verses, the intro, the builds are not just they're not going to sound the same. So um but yeah, no, Andy's a really awesome artist to work with, and me and Cyan's style just clashes really well together. and like we're really excited for everybody to hear, and like it was just an amazing feeling to put two people's talents together, smush it into a song, and that's just the one version. We're gonna come out with a different one that we like much better. So hopefully it works out well, and we can get out the song hopefully by this year, if not next year.
Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited. I actually was talking with Cayenne actually very recently. Like, I don't know if he's told you or not, but he's actually confirmed to be at a concert actually that we're throwing. Like, I we actually met I think through Reddit, I believe. I think it was Reddit, and he actually signed up to do the concert actually virtually that we're throwing. So when I saw it on Instagram, I was like, is this the same kind that I was just talking to? And yeah, it matches for real.
Yeah, no, Cyan, he's a pretty awesome dude, and yeah, no,
Oh, his name's Cyan. Sorry, Cyan.
oh,
Sorry, I mispronounced your name. My bad. My bad.
so
Cyan. Sorry. I remember that. It was good that I remembered, so we don't make the mistake again.
I'm sure he'll be okay with that. We'll probably have a good
My
laugh.
bad.
He's
But
he's
I'll think of
he's
it.
he's pretty chill. But yeah, no,
Oh,
we talked about it, and yeah, he's pretty pumped to be able to have that opportunity, and we all thank you for that opportunity, and I'm pretty sure he does very well. So it's
oh
it's
yeah.
pretty awesome. So
Well, yeah. Of course, I have to offer those. I mean, the world doesn't give you a lot of opportunities, so we want to give you some, so at least you get to have those and at least get to experience, go beyond what you already have, or at least what you know, at least.
for sure, yeah, yeah, no, I 100%. And so like, yeah, yeah, no, science definitely pumped. I just know. um, and so yeah. So about the track, um, I expect something much newer than what was supposed to come. So hopefully it'll be much more of a storytelling experience. So already from that track, it's pretty emotional. I think there are parts in the pre-chorus where it gets really to you. So hopefully people really like it.
Oh yeah, I know they're gonna like it. I know. I loved it. Well, not that. I mean, the other stuff that you have. I mean, talking the other stuff that you put out. This is not gonna be any different. It's gonna be, it's gonna be, it's gonna be really amazing once people hear it. It's gonna be
Yeah, for sure.
amazing.
Yeah, I originally put out a track. It was more of like a trap collab with like my really really good friend. He goes by Music by Black. And we did this track together with an artist named William. And he's also a really awesome singer that we had a chance to work on with. And he's a local singer too. So we had him in our studio and we recorded everything. And so me and Black, um, worked on this collab, and it was much more different than I originally intended. And I think for him too, it was really experimental, and to just put our two minds together was definitely difficult because we come from much different roots, and so for us to collaborate was like, oh wow, that's awesome, like we actually got it. And so we have much more interesting things to come out to the public about, especially for future projects that I have to show. And it's really amazing working with him, and if the collaboration even works, then it feels so much better, just to kind of get both of our minds and smash into a track. And you know it's probably one of my favorite things to do, because me and this kid get so along, and just for us to actually put our brains together and create a collab is really really awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love collabs. Like that's why I always sign up to do them because they're like so amazing.
Yeah, and it's it's awesome to, hear somebody from another person, whether it be their experience as an artist, to tell you that, like, what's up, right? Or even just like, just to be like, oh, maybe we'll just, change this up, or add this or add that. And if you're your workflow and the way you come up with ideas, um and we all know writer's block sucks. It's part of being an artist, and that goes kind of upon everybody, that's an artist, or even just writing. And so when it comes to music, and when you have that workflow and you guys are just coming out with ideas and ideas, and it's just like being spit out into this project, or your DAW or online DAW, whatever you're working with, it could be any DAW, and it's just being put into this one track. It's like, it's really amazing to see how everything's pieced together, and how both of you guys combine both your sounds together, and create, you know, essentially a child.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's beneficial too. Collabs are very beneficial because you learn so much and you build a nice friendship.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
at least you have been encouraged to say that you work with somebody and they liked your music. At least you got like an additional fan almost, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
I guess you can call it that. It was kind of how I met Assign. Originally, like, I wouldn't say a fan, but he liked the demo that I had, and he was like, "Can you break it down for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "Sure thing." And uh, I went along and just live streaming on Discord, and I basically broke down everything he told me to break down, and I went through the whole process of telling him how I made everything. And at the time, I didn't say the song was at my best, but to me, like, it had a special place. And for somebody to ask me like, "Hey, can you break this down?" I was like, "Oh my god, this is such an awesome opportunity to kind of, you know experience somebody's interest in one of my ideas that I have, you know shown to other people, or just kind of, and it originally started off just me sending it off to feedback for live streamers to, and I sadly I wasn't there to take the feedback. And I'm pretty sure I went back and did all the feedback. But yeah, I guess he really liked the track, and I sent it over to a few people, and they really liked it.
Oh yeah, who could blame them? I mean, I liked what you had. I I really liked it. It was really really amazing. And in your professionalism, like just having this professional look. I mean, when I would like you too.
Sure. Yeah, no, I honestly, like, when you get to know somebody originally, and you get to experience them as a person and musically, it kind of like, wow. I'm like, that's something that we're interested in, and if we really like each other's style, then it becomes, oh, you know what, we should collaborate, and then once you put your two brains together, create a track, it's like a whole different experience, just to kind of sit down and share each other's struggles, and share each other's techniques, and whatnot. It's a really amazing process.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I honestly have felt that considering the fact that I've collaborated with a lot of different music. Well, I don't record music, but I collaborated with a lot of different other projects, so I know how that feels. And you're right, all it's almost like you're mirroring the experiences of a general collab. Just like that's just like me.
Right. Yeah, no, it's, yeah, like, honestly, I guess say I prefer collaborating with people rather than working alone. And
Yeah.
sometimes I do end up carrying the collab, but at the same time, it's also really, really awesome to just kind of put those two things together. And like, even with the track I sent to be showcased on this podcast, like, that idea is a was a track I worked on with the buddy I knew from, he's from NCS, but our RX server, and we met each other on there. And my buddy Jarek's just like, "Hey, you want to collaborate?" So we did, but we've been sitting on this collaboration for God knows who long, like how long. And I think, oof, I'd say mid this year. but we said he originally he made his way from house to melodic bass, and which I do. Um, and so he like transitioned, and then he kind of like he wasn't at his best yet. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, we'll make this collab, and you know, like I'll do the basic structure, and then we'll come back to it. And so when we got the chance to sit down and work on it, and he improved as an artist, and you know, he was so jacked. He was like, you know, let's do this. You know, let's finally get this collab done. So we sat there and we went through a bunch of versions of the drop, and eventually we settled on one. And I like it a lot. Like the work, the amount of work that went on into this collab is amazing. It's not finished, but it's really really close. And we got a vocalist on it already. I just sent you the instrumental, and I'm really excited to get everything done and we can work on it and whatnot. And it's just honestly the best collab I like personally. You know.
Um, well, somebody like that, I mean, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Collabs. When's it gonna come out anyway? Like, do you have like a date, or is it like when
So for
you guys
this
get done?
collab, I wouldn't say this comes out the next year. I'm probably planning to release it most likely in 2023. It's a far ways, but it's just kind of how I want to set up everything. So expect a lot of sad boy music in 2022. And then hopefully by 2023 I can make my transition to more darker melodic or even just mid-tempo music. You know, it's a much darker thing.
Oh,
So it'll be an interesting
gotcha,
transition.
gotcha. Like,
But
boy, you mean like very, like deep, very inner music? I'm guessing.
like yeah, like emotional, something that's I guess you could say more personal to me and my expression and how like I could say sad boy music is more how I get my feelings out there. Uh, and it's just like it's a really personal connection. Uh, but I've made some pretty personal songs I probably wouldn't ever release, but who knows? We'll see. Hopefully, hopefully by the end of next year, I can have already released these songs and have people um enjoy them for the vibe, or even just you know to kind of be like you know like hopefully people uh, can you know I think just
Mm,
enjoy it. You know, I'm just gonna say enjoy it.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And what is up with this hope? Why are we hoping? I mean, come on, why are we hoping? Why wouldn't people like you? Honestly, I like you.
Don't know. I mean, hopefully we got an interesting community, and you know, you'll see me hang out in there. Hopefully, and we get to talk and get to. I probably would break down many of my unreleased tracks, or maybe even play games. Tell you, gameplay gets really crazy sometimes to the point where you know, yelling over VC. It's kind of funny. uh, but yeah, like
Ooh,
I'm
sounds fun. That's very
hopefully it's
exciting.
yeah. Sorry about that. Uh, you know, hopefully it's interesting and you know everybody's welcome. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, the stuff with hope. I know when somebody says I hope, it's like almost up. It's almost like I don't know how to describe it. Not exact. Like, what are you not exact about? It feels like you're not being rude or anything. But it does not feel exact. Do you have like a struggle or something going on with music, or are you just like generally hoping?
Mm, I couldn't really say like of course like you're trying to you know help artists and you know in hopes you know they can grow as an artist or you know even get their name out there and then I guess that's what you can say and even giving them big opportunities like that DJ showcase and concert you have is a really really big opportunity for most artists you know and not all of us can even just go out and perform you know what I mean and just
Oh
for
yeah.
gaming experience. So it's really helpful amongst most people, and it's a really fun experience, you know. And so, you know, for me to come in here, meet you, that's that's also really awesome. Is just for me to actually meet somebody new and get help in that form, you know, where you know we meet each other and we hopefully talk about you know and we're talking about really interesting conversations. I really really like what we're talking about, and it's really really nice to meet you and to be part of your community. And
Oh yeah.
so yeah, sorry if it came off cheesy, but thank you.
No, no, no. It is not the no. Don't say that. Come on, you gotta be more confident. Yes, it like what you said is that's very sweet of you. I've heard much more sweeter things. But that was very beautiful. And I feel happy though that I have that. I mean, I didn't even know I was going to do it. And then it just happened, like just out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, that definitely happens. And I guess you could say like in this time, like things generally just kind of happen, like that happens with artists, with just general people, and it could be good or bad, but generally, hopefully, it's good,
Oh, come on, you know it's gonna be good. You know it's gonna be good. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
I even love what you're doing with your community. I mean, I love that you have that.
thank you.
That you have your like own little kingdom almost. Ah, get it? It's a
uh,
joke. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no, I like what you're doing with your community too, and like I said, you're giving people a really really good opportunity, and even just to meet, like I said, meet other people. It's amazing, it's not just about, it's not always just the main focus of like helping, but it's just meeting, meeting people and enjoying their time, it's
Oh
really
yeah.
awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel grateful, honestly. I feel honestly grateful to have that. But aside from me, like, what are your plans for, your community? What's the plans for it? Do you have any exciting things going on with it? Like, what can we look forward to?
Okay, so for the community, I think there's kind of a lot, um but we'll drop a little deets, I guess. I guess like for the server mainly, we have some pretty interesting updates with the server, and possible name change. We haven't really decided on it, but hopefully new artwork, and we're gonna open some new events, some interesting threads for people who just want to do whatever, and as long as it's requested, then hopefully yes we can do that. Um, Yes, and we'll just try to open up more opportunities to feedback and for other artists, and hopefully open up more feedback for possible clans for games too. Like even having a clan inside the server community would be really really nice, Um, and just so we can all have play games, have fun, make music, have fun, and that's just kind of like the general, like where the server is at, and just hopefully by next year we can open up more opportunities, more than just for gaming and more than just for artists, but more for people who are interested in certain other topics, and that's of course as the community grows. Hopefully, take for example photography. Hopefully you can meet more people who do photography or who are interested in doing artwork, or people who are just interested in doing you know fashions, like who knows.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Who knows? And speaking of events, I know this is a giant thing to put in there. I just want to put into your head, like, as a possibility. Have you ever had the thought? And I know I'm speaking about opportunities because um, something a little special. of being part of a label? Like, have you ever thought about your music career? Have you ever thought about taking it to the next level as far as like a record label or more music? Have you thought about it?
Like making my own or being part of a label.
Well, being part of it. I mean, just generally taking your music career to the next level.
Right. I mean, I guess you could say my career is kind of it's gonna start. I haven't really got my name all out there yet. Um, but um, I I could say I'm kind of associated with a label. I haven't exactly got signed to it just yet, but I am having a song released on a label. Um, and it's with a really interesting singer and artist, and they're both amazing people to work with. Um, yeah, hopefully everybody enjoys it. It will possibly come out in the first month of next year, so that'll be kind of look interesting to look forward to. Hopefully, so yeah, I guess you could say I'm associated with a label, and I think I've thought of it, and I am getting signed to it. It's a process. It should be a lot more easier than how I'm making it, but yeah, I guess you could say I'm getting signed to a label.
Oh, nice. That's wonderful. What is this label? If they have a Discord server, I would love to join. Maybe I can get some of the artists. Who knows?
uh, it's Airwaves TV or Airwave TV and or Airwave Music TV.
Ooh, I want to get an invite.
Yeah, for sure. I can actually find their server right now. I'm not associated with their server yet. I just been busy so lately, right? But yeah,
That's
like
all
they're
right.
they're they're really you know really nice people to team to work with, and just for my track to be part of their label is a really nice opportunity, and just to meet the main manager of Airwave is really nice, and they have lots of awesome artists on their label, and they do a lot of reposts. They do even promotion for remix contests, and it's really nice to be part of them, and even see new and upcoming artists, new talents and new connections, and just to kind of listen to their music and where they come from. It's just a
Hmm.
nice thing to hear.
Absolutely, and yeah, I'm exactly in your shoes because I collab with the record label, another one. I collab with them on a lot of projects actually. So the way you are with your record label is the same with me and the other one I work with. It's like almost like we're living same lives almost. Just
Yeah,
very almost.
yeah, for sure. And like like I said, it's an awesome opportunity for us artists to be part of a label, because we provide the music and music we enjoy, and in return, we get you know views and I guess exposure, but it's just to get our music out there and heard, and for people to enjoy that. That's my thought process, is for people to hear my music and enjoy it, and hopefully, eventually, far in the future, as a big artist, I can keep providing people with music, and to enjoy, and maybe to even relate to. Sometimes people have a really deep connection to music, and so do I. Like, I enjoy music, and not only enjoy music but making it. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm on the same boat. I love that feeling so much. Just to know you enjoy it, that makes me happy too.
Yeah, for sure, and like everybody has their own views on music, and you know from where they come from. It's really interesting to kind of learn people's views on music, and how they, I guess, you know would enjoy it. Some people listen to it for the vibe. Some people have a really deep emotional connection, maybe both. You know, maybe it's just like I'm just one of those people have a deep emotional connection, just enjoy it, and really appreciate the amount of work that's put behind a track, and like learning as an artist. I really like if I didn't like a song, I didn't like it, but now I can kind of appreciate how it was made and appreciate everybody who put their work into that song.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir, you know it. Absolutely, and I feel like that too. Especially now, being that we're easing into the pandemic a little more. It's like a more deeper connection in a way.
Yeah, for sure. And like even during quarantine, like there was so much new music that came out that um, you know, helped a lot of people going through what they were going through in quarantine. It was a really rough time for everybody, and just for something to be finally shown throughout that whole pandemic. It was really nice to hear something that you can connect to, even throughout quarantine, right? But again, it gave us a lot of
Absolutely.
opportunities.
Hmm. And now, right now, you sound like it's like you're stuttering. You seem really nervous. No offense or anything. It's just your vibe just looks like that.
Yeah, no, I guess you could say I'm nervous, especially when I meet new people and being part of a new community. But I'm trying my best.
I mean, what's to be nervous about? I'm a musician like you. You're here. I mean, just seem it even seems like you're sweating, which hopefully you're not, because it's very bad to sweat over.
Yeah, it's
It's funny,
stressful. It is. um, I just
but really, what is it that you're
I guess it's just nervous
other than
about
new communities?
like meeting new people, and just talking, to you is like I get nervous when I talk to new people, just kind of like as open as I am, and I like to be as friendly as I can. I get nervous, and it's just I guess you could say it's pretty normal for people to get nervous with meeting new people.
Hmm, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally get it. Most people are like that too. I was why it looks like that. And I'm hoping the nervousness was because news is that you're here on the show, and how people are going to listen once this is released. Everybody's going to know about it. My socials will know about it. People that follow me
Right.
will know about it. My friends will know about it. So that
Yeah, for
nervousness is going to die down one way or the
yeah,
other.
yeah. People will definitely see that in me, especially when they go to meet me. They're gonna notice like I'll hopefully be much more open, and I won't have to stutter all the time, and you won't notice a
Hmm.
lot of these things. Yeah, it comes with time, of course, but I'm adjusting and learning.
Yeah, of course. You're 16. You got a lot of time to delve into, basically develop and grow. I mean, I was just like you when that duo I talked about, Mortal Being. Have you heard of them? Do you know who
Um,
they are?
I don't think so, but I can definitely look into it if you send me some links.
What? Oh, they're
Yeah,
amazing. Um, First of all, I asked them, and then when they asked in return, like, to help out, I was very nervous too. Trust me, I was
yeah,
stuttering, sweating. Everything came out. Everything just there. But you're right, because after a year doing it, well, almost a year. I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to, get used to everything. Same like here, like I had a feeling you were gonna be like this. The
Yeah,
universe told me musically Kingdom is going to be a little bit off, so make sure it's a good one.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, some people are very, very, very open, and some people are, pretty. They have, their own
That's
viewpoints
okay.
on it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, like I
Yeah,
said,
absolutely.
it's amazing to talk to you, and I'm sure we'll talk lots even after this podcast, and you know,
Yeah, trust me, we'll have more moments. And now that we're friends, now you're in my circle now. Like you're gonna start getting, invites and invitations. You'll start to get those opportunities because I like to provide all types,
for sure.
all all of them.
Yeah, and that's really, really awesome. I love the opportunities you give to us.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just in addition to why I asked the servers is because I want to offer those people it too, because I'm sure they want something like this. They probably need something like this too.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
Absolutely. I mean, they need something like this. That's why it's done.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I like that. Um, like I'm kind of curious. What you know what genres like? Well, of course you know what genre you make. Hopefully,
Hmm.
like what genres are you really familiar with, or what you make?
Good question actually. I pop, I pop R&B, of course, bleh, rap, duh. Soul, most genres I'm very familiar with, because I grew up around music, like you, I grew up with music, so
Yeah,
um, I know pretty much most of them. But the familiar ones that I know and could make is probably pop, R&B, and rap. Those are the three that I'm most familiar with, and I would make music from those.
that's awesome. I actually have one of our crackheads. Well, I don't mean to make it sound like that, but our family, I guess, family members.
Yeah, let's just stick with family.
Yeah, stick with because crackhead fam and whatnot. But one of our really, really good friends, um, JC, he happens to make pop, and I really enjoy his music. And at first I wasn't really um I guess you could say, like, at first I was like, "Oh, you sure you want to make this transition, from melodic music and then go to pop?" And then I ended up liking a lot of his stuff, and I can really appreciate what he does, and like I really like his music, and what he's been doing and what his plans are.
Oh, that's really amazing. I'm glad you like that. I'm gonna have to meet the guy too. I'm gonna have to get him in my DMs. I'm gonna have to ask him to.
Yeah, JC Coloros. I forgot his
Wait,
like
did you say JC?
Yeah, JC, like
Oh my god.
Joaquin.
Were you guys in the same Reddit? I swear, JC's also doing that concert.
Yeah, so we got JC Coloros, you got Cyan Knights. I think Googs is a part of our yeah, Googs. Well, of course he is. I don't know why I hesitated. We got Ducky,
Oh my
Simplify.
god.
It's just a pretty big server. Yeah. Capacity, Causey, Syndrix are black, and then Heaven Break or Jerix. And yeah, these are the people who are a part of the Crackhead fam that are the original. I guess you could call. I'll just say family. They're the family.
Yeah, let's just do fam.
Yeah.
But this is so weird now. Ugh.
Yeah, no, it must be interesting because we were originally talking about it in the group chat, and we're like, oh, what is this? And we're kind of like asking each other, like, oh, should we do it? And then like was like, I mean, I'll do it. They have a podcast. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, I would really like to get to know everybody, and so, I mean, here I am. Uh, and yeah, Cyan was is a part of it. Hopefully, JC. I'm not sure about Googs. I think you asked him, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a.
Hmm. He might be. How do you spell his name, by the way? He might be. Gotta go check. How do you spell it?
Googz.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I asked him to actually invited him both to the podcast and to the concert I actually did. And actually he was pretty stingy on me too, actually. It was hilarious. He was like, let's turn the stalker vibes on. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I guess you could say Gooks is. I don't know. Um, I think it's just you know different because like we really haven't been shot us like an opportunity like this, and so I can get where uh the suspicion comes from. I get their situation, but I was like, okay, well, I mean, they show their proof, like you had all your social links, and you know I seen your podcast, and I mean, clearly that was a clear indication that you're a real person, right? And so like I can understand where the suspicion comes from, but again, like yeah, I'm here. It's
Mm-hmm.
legit,
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And now you can brag to your friends and say, hey,
Yeah,
I did my first ever interview.
yeah,
Look
exactly.
at me
I'm like,
now.
I'm on my second podcast. Let's go.
Wait, your second? What was the first one?
Oh, it was with our singer on Famous, William. I
Oh.
originally went on there, but it was me and Black, like the original collaborators of Famous, and he like again he has his own series, but yeah, this would be my second. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that.
Oh. Is he in that server too? I just wanted. Is he in that server, the same one?
I'm not sure. I can check really quick.
That'd be good to know. We could do a spin. We could do like a collab. Honestly, we could put our shows together or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I can definitely send you his socials later on. But yeah, he's a really awesome guy to work with, and he's got a quite a bit of stuff on social media, and he does mainly rap. Um, I'm I don't I really haven't been keeping up with him lately. I mean, I've been so busy. Um, yeah, I mean, I hope he's doing great, and I could what he's doing also is a really awesome way of getting artists heard, and him too, of course.
Oh yeah, make sure to send him my. Make sure to send it my way. I would love to see. I would love to see what he got planned and where he's going. I
For
like to
sure.
see it. I like to see it. And speaking of seeing, it was great. This was really amazing. Oops, sorry, my
Okay.
bad. I don't know, Discord's weird. This was great getting to have this, getting to know you. Clearly you got a great path going. You got good things coming, good things going, and I'm so proud and happy for you.
Thank you, and you're definitely doing a really really great thing for us producers, and even opening so much more opportunities for many more people, right?
Mm-hmm, absolutely, absolutely. And I did not see the server invite either for the record label. Hopefully you'll get that to me
Oh,
later.
yes, I have it. I was just gonna do it, and yeah. Okay, I got it right now. There you
Oh, very creative. They also got the triangle. Well, part of the triangle. I like it.
go.
Creative. I like it. But again, thank you for coming by. It was so good to have you here. Is there any lastly things you'd like to say to your fans before we all head out?
um, Um, I didn't think this through. I just hope everybody has a safe and really really great year the rest of this year, and hopefully much more new things uh come your way in 2022, and hopefully it's good, you know. So hopefully everybody's doing great, and it's really awesome to be here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It feels good. Guys all around the world, make sure to check out Kingdom down below in the link provided. He's an amazing producer, so if you ever need tips, tricks, or collabs, he's a good guy to hit up. Now I'm not sure if he's active on Discord or on Instagram, so I probably would ask before you do anything. I probably would ask before you do anything. But he's probably active on both, I'm guessing.
Pretty, I guess you could say Discord I'm most active on, and sadly I got my phone broke, so I can't get on Instagram.
Oh damn, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was I had a bunch of important things to do on Instagram too, and my phone ended up breaking, so I was like, oh no, I can't get on Instagram anymore.
I'm sorry about that. Hopefully, by next year you'll have a new phone.
Hopefully, yes. I'm really excited, and it's a new phone. I guess I'm a tech geek too, so it's just a really good phone. It's one of the newer ones.
Aw, he's so nerdy. I love nerds. I love them. I'm actually the same too. The only thing that would be even a cherry on top is if you wore glasses like me,
Oh, I
which you
do wear
probably
glasses. Yeah,
you do.
yeah, I do.
Oh yes, you're definitely on my list to meet one day. I love the glasses. I love
Yeah,
them.
I, you can't really see my face in my profile picture, but I am wearing glasses, and that I took that picture roughly when I went up to BC. It was an awesome time. Really, really awesome vacation.
Oh, amazing. And this is all coming full circle actually. He actually just he actually texts me right now. Isn't that is crazy. He just texts me right now. This is so crazy. Immortal Being, they must have had you guys like in a Reddit somewhere. I don't know. I don't even know. Don't be losers and want to check out Kingdom. I hope you all had a great time listening in. And if this is in 2022, I hope you guys have a great rest of the year 2021. And make sure one of your resolutions is definitely improving in music. Definitely one. Getting more people to do it. I will see you on the next one. And make sure to check out everything going on with Kingdom. And I wish I'd let you guys know if he ever really does perform. Which hopefully next year we have concerts coming up. Hopefully he'll do. Hopefully, and I'll keep begging. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just joking. But I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of y'all's night. Peace.